All right, this is a continuation of multiplying matrices together. So what we have in this first example A is a matrix that's 2 rows by 2 columns. And then matrix B is 2 rows by 4 columns. So let's check to make sure we can multiply them together. So the inner numbers are the same. So your output is going to be a 2 by 4 matrix. So we're ready to multiply. So you're going to multiply row 1 and column 1. So 4 times 1 plus 2 times 0. So that's your first element. You can erase that. Now you're going to multiply row 1, column 2. So 4 times 2 plus 2 times 2. Now, row 1, column 3. It looks like I'm going to run out of room here, so I'm actually going to bring this down and rewrite it. Sorry. So 4 times 1 plus 2 times 0. 4 times 2 plus 2 times 2. All right, so 4 times 3 plus 2 times negative 1. Row 1, column 4. So 4 times 4 plus 2 times 6. All right. Heading to row 2, column 1. 1 times 1 plus 3 times 0. Row 2, column 2. 1 times 2 plus 3 times 2. Row 2, column 3. 1 times 3 plus 3 times negative 1. And then last one, 1 and 3, and 4 and 6. So 1 times 4, and 3 times 6. All right, so I'm just going to go back up here. This is 4 and 0. So when you add them together, you're going to get 4. 4 times 2 is 8. 2 times 2 is 4. Add them together and you get 12. 4 times 3 is 12. 2 times negative 1 is negative 2. Add them together and you get 10. 4 times 4 is 16. 2 times 6 is 12. Add them together and you get 28. All right, head below. 1 times 1 is 1. 3 times 0 is 0. Add them together and you get 1. 1 times 2 is 2. 3 times 2 is 6. Add them together, you get 8. 1 times 3 is 3. 3 times negative 1 is negative 3. Add them together and you get 0. Last one, 1 times 4 is 4. 3 times 6 is 18. Add them together. So that is your new matrix. All right, matrix B. Multiply these together. So the first matrix has 2 rows and 4 columns. The second matrix has 2 rows, 2 columns. Check to make sure you can multiply them together. So you look in the inner numbers first, make sure they're the same. These are not equal. So therefore, you can't multiply these 2 matrices together. Again, feel free to check your answers with your graphing calculator.